Hey guys, it's Adam. I've got my sewing machine out today because I'm going to embark on a sewing project. As you may or may not have seen on Tested, I have recently received one of Prop Shop's incredible Kylo Ren helmets, and it's such a lovely piece, it made me want to start and embark on making myself a Kylo Ren costume. And the piece that I'm going to make today is Kylo Ren's Gorget. That is the neck protector. You've seen it on Stormtroopers. There's like a ribbed neck protector. For Kylo, it's more of a leather type thing that's slightly irregular. If I had to give it an aesthetic name, I would say a little Edward Scissorhands, actually, which kind of fits with Kylo's sort of stance, doesn't it? At any rate, I'm going to make Kylo's Gorget out of leather. But instead of just manufacturing it, I'm also going to pattern it out. And I'm going to show you how I pattern stuff in muslin first in order to cut it out of leather later. And I've got a beautiful half hide of some very fine semi-gloss kit leather here. So let's get started making Kylo's Gorget. Oh, right. Where did I get reference for this? It's because Novos, who is making the Lucasfilm-approved high-end version of Kylo's outfit, posted pictures of the original props that they had access to in order to make their super accurate version. And they posted pictures of this Gorget. I can't tell you that mine's going to be 100% accurate to theirs, but it's going to look pretty darn close. All right. Luckily, I have a bust of myself to pattern off of. He's wearing sunglasses. Why is he wearing sunglasses? Here, there. That's why he's wearing sunglasses, because he freaking creeps me out. So I put sunglasses on my bust so it's not too creepy. There we go. All right, your hair looks great. Okay, so I'm going to pattern this out of muslin. Now, what I mean by patterning out of muslin is I'm going to figure out the shape that this needs to be in a really inexpensive fabric. And this is how a lot of costume patterning is actually done. Like I said, this is inexpensive. Therefore, I don't have to wreck some nice leather in order to figure out what shape this has to be. Tight, 16 inches. 16 inches. All right, so 16 inches. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm working this out. I'm going to have this like a wider piece here and then a kind of a more upright piece here. So that wider piece is going to be like 15 and a half, 16. Let's try. Let's see. Oh, hey, mirror. I just got a mirror. About 4 inches, 4 inches. Okay, here we go. Guess that'll be a little faster. Okay. That's exactly what I was hoping for that, the way it lay. But it doesn't quite meet in the back, but that doesn't mean anything because this isn't necessarily the size of my neck. So let's try it on my neck. Let's see what it does. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. That covers. That's nice. Awesome. Hey. It's rare that I get something right on the first try, but I kind of did. All right. Now I need to make this part that comes up and around here, and that, I'm not sure how that's going to go. It's not quite. Is it straight? Let's find out. I see 3 inches. From here, I see almost 4. So it's almost like it wants to go 4 up to about here, and then down to 3. Let's see here. And in the center would be 9. And then 3 3/4. Duh. 4. 4. 3. 4. Well, it feels like it looks good. Let me see. I know you can see it, but I can see it. Hold on. Yeah. That's not bad. What's the matter with that? Why is that kind of bugging me? It's bugging me because of that. Right. It's almost like I want to pull a tiny bit out of this. Just a little triangle. Yeah, look at how much better that lays. Pulling the triangle out. All right, so now I'm going to pin this together with this. So this is a rough assembly. Oh, look at, you see why I like this process? Look at that. That is super cool. That is great. Okay, let's see how it looks when it's on me. Again, sorry for covering over my microphone. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's mighty respectable. So that is the rough pattern for the base of my Kylo Ren Gorget. Let us clear and prep for the next stage. Ah, such a good smell. I happen to be lucky enough to live in the Mission District in San Francisco, right near an amazing leather supplier named S.H. Frank and Company. I've been shopping there for 25 years, and I purchased this beautiful half hide of super lightweight kit leather from them. And this is what I'm going to make the base of my Kylo Gorget out of. So, and let's see here. I'm going to show you one of my shop practices here, which is I'm not just going to cut out one of these. I'm actually going to cut out two of each part. And that will allow me to quickly recover from a mistake I seem to be inevitably making today. So I'll rough cut out that. I rough cut out this. I will that second piece. Awesome. Okay. One of the things that happens when you're cutting soft materials is they tend to move, so I'm using my trusty 1, 2, 3 blocks from a couple weeks ago to hold them down. So here we go. Good. Cool. Oh, whoops. Okay. And this. Let's get to sewing. What I'm about to do is, obviously, I'm about to sew this neck upright piece to the collar piece. And when you're working with materials that can move and creep like fabric, if I started at one end here and tried to go around, I could end up with a lot of creep by the end. The material could go way off. One might stretch in a different way than the other. So I'm going to sew this from the center out to both sides, and that should distribute out whatever imperfections are in my cut, let's say. That's the bottom, right. So when I sew that, that will be correct. Okay. go. Let's see what we got. Dude. All right, that's actually quite respectable, I think. How far is that? That's that much of an overlap. So I can remove some of that. Okay, cool. Next step, Velcro. Note about Velcro. If you have Velcro joining two things together, you want your hooks facing out so that the loop faces in. You don't want that scratchy part against your skin. It's no fun. So let's see here. We're gonna slice it. Now, I feel the freedom to mark on my leather because the specifics of the Kylo Gorget are that it has some pieces that go over this base that I'm making, and that's good. Dude, I'm really pleased with that. That's great. Now, again, this also gets covered up by other costume parts of Kylo, so all you really see is this, but it's not bad. I'm pleased. Okay, yeah. Here, let's do a test fit with the helmet, shall we? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Ah, yeah. This lily white skin really doesn't sell it, does it? That's why I have a large supply of balaclavas here in the shop. But I am really pleased with stage one here. That worked out quite nicely. Okay. So like I said, Anovo's printed some beautiful, oh, look at that. They printed some beautiful shots. So this is what Kylo's actual neck gorget looks like. Fascinating. All right, it comes up even farther. Looks like I could almost use this other piece to do the bottom. Oh, right, but all these face up, don't they? And they're kind of irregular, so you get a lot of latitude with that. So it's almost like I want to start at the top and just start rip, 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 and seeing how it looks. I mean, this irregularity helps. And it's definitely what I said. It's definitely the Edward Scissorhands look, isn't it? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, right. That's nice. This is already on a kind of, this is already one of the pieces. So let's see if I can't. Oh, fascinating. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Awesome. That, yeah. That's weird, isn't it? That's looking and feeling quite correct to me. This is going to be the tricky one, this transition one here. There we go. So just to be clear about my methodology here, I want this to look kind of uneven like it does in the film. So I'm sewing some of these semicircles upside down and some of them right side up. And I'm alternating that so that I get that kind of irregular pattern that the original has. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm liking it. I know you're asking, why do you have a light colored thread on there when it's a dark thing? Well, it's because I ran out of my high strength thread. And when you change your gauge of thread, you need to retension and do all this other stuff to make sure it works. And I didn't want to run around the corner to the sewing store and go get more high strength black thread. I will do that in a little bit. But I am also aided and abetted by the fact that this part of the Gorget will be under the rest of Kylo Ren's costume. Here, let's do a test fit here. That, to that, to that. Let's see here. I'm going to go close up. I'm really pleased with that. I'm very pleased with how that looks. It's good and irregular. Yeah. Okay. So there's one last stage to this. Let me go grab a balaclava. All right. Test fit. Here we go. Balaclava. Oh. Mm-hmm. These are really key parts of any costume. I use them in many of my costumes. Then we do the, sorry, I bent a nail. There we go. Let me do this part. Let's see here. Huh. All right, there, to there, to there. Right, a little tight. That's much better. Okay, cool. Then we put on the helmet. Here we go. Sorry, I keep touching my mic. I apologize. Here, wait. There, I'll put it out there. Cool. Now you can hear me, right? Good. Hey, I think that looks darn respectable for a Kylo Ren Gorget, eh? I didn't just suddenly turn into a Canadian. I just said, eh. This, I'm very pleased with that. That looks really nice. And the fact is, nobody makes one of these right now. There's not even an Etsy seller that makes one. Idea. But you can make your own, and now you know how easy it is. Or, you know, you at least know how many wrong turns you can make. This has been Adam. This has been a one-day build. This is tested. I am not Kylo Ren. See you guys next time.